Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV Online, where last time a lot of story stuff happened all at once. Alphino is still currently traveling within, I think he's in the Garlean Empire now. Like proper, not just within like the outskirts of it, like in the Burn. I think he finally made it out of there. Um, our friends one by one have been just getting their souls frickin' spirited away. So that's wonderful. I believe the only ones that are left are Alizé, Kryl, and Alphino. Oh, no. Well, Tataru. I think there's also Tataru. I haven't had a chance to check in on Tataru, but I believe Tataru is also doing alright. So yeah, things are going wonderful. So let us continue on and see what we can do. I'm sorry I can do more. I've never seen a soul's thread end so abruptly before. So that was the woman who tamed Istola. And I had the distinct feeling of being grabbed by the scruff of the neck and having the nonsense shaken out of me. When Alphino is back, I'd like to visit again and ask her what tales she has of grandfather. I still know. A more elegant pieces. The news from Alamigo has left Alizé in a state of nervous excitement. I almost can't bear to hear what Maxima has to tell us. But it can't be bad news, can it? Lise would have said. Unless... there's no point speculating. Lise said she notified the guards of our coming, so we should head straight to the palace gate in the Alamigan quarter. I'll be praying for good news. Learn what you can about Alphino's plight, and leave the search for our friends' lost souls to me. Bye, Kryl. Thank you. Good luck. Yep, we got this out of the way. I hope you're all doing alright. I'm... once again going off of no sleep. Not for lack of trying. I just literally laid for about 7 to 8 hours unable to sleep. Not even like browsing my phone or anything, just trying to lie there, but my mind would not shut up. So, unfortunately, today's gonna be interesting because I also have work today. So, you know, all fun things. So if I yawn a bit today, bit more than usual, I'll I'll add sorry. I apologize. Alphino will be alright. He has to be. Greetings, Scions. The commander told me to expect you. Shall I show you inside? Yes, please. The news doesn't bode well.
I'm sorry to drag you halfway across the realm, but when Maxima mentioned Alphino, I thought you'd want to hear the news in person.
Ah, we meet again. Though I was hoping our reunion would be under more auspicious circumstances.
What happened to my brother? Where is Alphino?
Never fear, my lady. Your brother was in fine health when I took my leave of him, and I have no reason to assume that has changed.
Well, we might.
If you will allow me, I shall endeavor to explain events. Our troubles began not long after we departed Doma. While crossing the Burn, we were fired upon by the Emperor's personal guard and forced to make an emergency landing. As we stumbled from the wreckage, our attackers fell upon us again. and we would have perished there and then were it not for the intercession of a third party, a band of mercenaries whose leader claimed to pursue a vendetta against the Ascians. This shadow hunter, as he styled himself, then escorted us out of the wastes to relative safety. Upon arriving back in civilization, I gathered my Populares colleagues and prepared to flee the Empire. Master Alphino, however, declined the invitation to join us, preferring to continue his investigation into the Ascian threat.
Well, at least he's not lying in a heap in the burn. Tell us more about these Ascian hunters. Who are they? And is Alphino still with them?
He is. As to who they are, I'm afraid I have nothing to tell you. Beyond the fact that they root out and destroy Ascians, they were unwilling to divulge anything which might serve to identify them. They would not even reveal their next destination. But Master Alphino asked to accompany them all the same. Since parting company with your brother, we've been engaged in a game of cat and mouse with the Emperor's Guard. We made our way through province after province, finding the army busy restoring order wherever we went, until we finally arrived here in Alamigo. I cannot thank Commander Aldin enough for giving us such an unexpectedly warm welcome.
I'm not inclined to turn away refugees, no matter which land they call home. And if they can tell me how things lie in Garlemald, all the better.
Fair enough.
On that subject, there is much I would tell you. During the course of our journey, we heard tales that an entire rebel army had been slaughtered in the space of a single night. It would seem my former comrades grew tired of putting down uprisings in the conventional manner, and chose instead to bring a formidable new weapon to bear. Details were sparse, but the rumor alone was enough to dampen the flames of rebellion. I have also heard reports that several companies have withdrawn from their designated provinces and begun marching westward. It is my assessment that the Empire's forces are mobilizing for a large-scale military engagement.
Westward? You mean they're getting ready to invade Alamigo?
We knew this was coming, but not that it would be so soon.
We've barely even begun to shore up our defenses. They won't stop an invading army.
No, they won't. Dispatch messengers to the Alliance leadership requesting reinforcements, and send word to our officers in the field to hasten completion of those border fortifications. Prepare to meet the Imperials head on! No matter how quickly we act, we still want for time. When the enemy comes into view, our best recourse will be to open negotiations with their commander, and see that the ensuing proceedings take as long as possible.
Would you and Alize head to Doma and let Lord Hien know about this? I'm sure he'll want to hear about Alphino too.
True.
Consider it done. We'll send word when...
You son of a... Stop it.
Sorrow must be changed. Ahead looms a calamity. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates.
Shut up. Okay. Okay.
You heard it too.
She's fine.
At least we're both still standing.
Alright. Hope Kryl and Tatru is fine.
Oh, thank the gods. I thought we'd lost you for a moment there. Why does this keep happening?
I wish I knew. Nothing we've tried has brought us any closer to an answer. We'll keep working on it. But first, we need to go and see Lord Hien.
And it seems it's only affecting those that are currently scions, not past scions like these. So Alphino is safe, for the present at least. Now all we need to worry about is a full-scale Imperial invasion. I'm actually glad Lise tasked us with visiting Lord Hien. Better to be dashing from place to place than sitting around stewing over things we can't change. To the Enclave. Defectors tiding. Oh, that's, I guess, yeah. What we just did with Maxima. Donations, though. I can give some donations. I don't have a whole lot of silver pieces. I cannot thank you enough, Shent. I simply cannot. Hey, don't worry about it. I am pleased to announce that at long last our plans for the 10,000 stalls are complete. Every tenant is open for business and the food is the talk of the Enclave. Hey, you really must go and see. Mitsuba is expecting you. Heck yeah! Which way was Mitsuba again? This way? Man, oh, it looks so much better now. Look at that. Hell yeah. I've been waiting for you two to arrive. It's past time you saw the 10,000 stalls in all its finished glory. Look around. Take it all in. See what our hard work has built and smell what we've been cooking. Can you smell what the Mitsuba has been cooking? God damn it. We have plans and diagrams, but this... I hardly recognize it. It's wonderful, Mitsuba. Never in my wildest dreams could I have pictured it better. This is your accomplishment too, Shent. On behalf of the Shizenkai, I cannot thank you enough for your generous contributions. Stop. I'll not hear another word of praise from you until you've at least sampled some of our humble fare. A cook can't trust a customer's compliments if they haven't touched the food, can she? Quite frankly, if the sights and smells of this place aren't making your mouths water, then I've already failed. Find an open table and prepare yourselves. Because you're not leaving here until you've had the very best we've had to offer. Heck yeah! The 10,000 stalls complete. Woo! Food, food. Yeah, I get the largest sushi. This is quite possibly the most delicious meal I've ever had. Is this what a koja feels like, I wonder? Well, had enough? If not, I can bring you another serving. Call me for friend, I cannot eat another bite. Not that I am not tempted to try, I assure you, but I fear I might die in the attempt. Now that's what I like to hear. A customer forced to choose between good sense and another bite. You couldn't have paid me a finer compliment. And now that I've stuffed you full of enough food to cloud your judgment, you'll forgive me if I broach a more serious subject. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but all of our cookware, our pots and pans, stoves even, are far past their prime. Most are cheap imports from other provinces. It was easier to replace everything instead of trying to maintain goods that weren't made to last. You're not the first to bring this issue to our attention. Others have had difficulty obtaining tools to go about their work more effectively. At the moment, the Shinzenkai is considering two proposals. The first is that we concentrate our efforts on rebuilding our industry. We give to our people the means to craft that which they require, thereby addressing domestic demands first and foremost. The second is that we concentrate our efforts on producing wares for foreign consumption. We bring foreign wealth to Doma and trade for that which we lack. Both approaches have their advantages and disadvantages, to be fair, but pursuing them both simultaneously isn't really feasible. Why do you fret over such nonsense, girl? This is no dilemma. Doma shall stand proud and tall and alone, and will make what we need. Well met, warrior of the West. Too long has it been since you convinced an old fool to fashion armor for young ones. In search of a stiff drink did I come to these stalls, only to overhear a tale I could not ignore, and to cross paths with a bitter foe. Duh. Bitter foe, hardly. Not that I would expect an imbecile with an iron head to know friend from enemy, or his own reflection for that matter. Shan't allow me to introduce you to Master Araragi. Like Master Suranuki, he is artisan without peer, who once managed the paper mills of the Enclave. My gosh. I should think you not to compare me to this dotard of a smith child. More importantly, I should caution you against his advice. Your second proposal, that of favoring foreign trade, has far greater merit. Despite our best efforts, Doma is still a far cry from what it once was, and we have not the capacity to rebuild it ourselves. We must first look elsewhere to secure that which we lack. All talk and no guts. All the strength of a paper tiger. Or is that your clever plan? Convince these people to help you sell paper for iron? You mad blustering oaf! How dare you! We could have a district for both craftsman and artisan, one where we create both tools for everyday use and goods to sell in foreign markets. The yard, let's call it. Then everyone would be happy, yes? I thought we couldn't do that. At least in theory, right? So now we must create the yard. Alright. At the completion of the 10,000 stalls, an ambitious plan for a new area is born. The yard, a home for craftsmen and artisan alike. Alright, let's do it. Biodoma. Oh god. The biodoma. I can't sell these items. Oh well. We're fine. I'll grab a couple more after the end of this quest to throw in there. Oh goodness. The fall of Rabanasta was not the end of our nation. We who survived retreated underground and have been gathering strength to mount a counteroffensive. Damascus will rise again. I am come to represent the lands of Nakshia. Long have we struggled in defiance of the Empire, waiting for just such an opportunity as this alliance presents. Serena, after their humbling at your hands, Magnai and his Oranir have spent every waking moment upon the training fields. Defeat does not sit well with the sun and his children. The Imperials have enjoyed the freedom of the Ruby Sea for long enough. It is time they paid their dues. We of the Blue Kojin will not submit to the Empire's tyranny. If only our red brethren would awaken to their folly. Alone, Doma could accomplish little against the Empire, but in concert with the allies who have gathered here today, we might do much. Shent, you have arrived in time to witness the beginning of our new alliance. Our proposal struck a chord with many of our neighbors, I am pleased to say. Ian? Greetings, my friends. I was just discussing future endeavors with the members of our newly formed alliance. The Kojin and the Confederacy you already know, and it was your strength of arms that won us the cooperation of the Steppe tribes, or the Steppe tribes. We have also been joined by our neighbors from Nangxia and the indomitable citizens of Dalmasca, though the scattered nature of the latter's resistance will somewhat delay their official induction. These proud people have united under a single purpose, to stand against the tyranny of the Garlean Empire. I'm glad to see your alliance is coming together so swiftly. As things stand, I fear we shall soon have need of your strength. The Garleans are coming for Alamigo. I thank you for bringing me news of Alphino. His fate is never far from my thoughts, and not only because he is our emissary. As for the sudden deployment of Imperial forces, I agree that Alamigo would be wise to shore up its borders with all haste. Every report we receive from our shinobi indicates a massing of troops in the western provinces. It seems all but certain that the Empire is poised to bring its fist down upon Eorzea. And I would help deflect that blow, but I cannot risk sending reinforcements just yet. You will remain vulnerable to airborne assault until our wall and the burn is in place. True. The all-important Oligan energy barrier. How is that coming? The energy barrier, yes. I thought to call it something more auspicious, a name drawn from the four lords of legend. Perhaps Sirius Aegis, or some such. Well, just a thought. The Ironworks engineers report that they have finished calibrating the generators and are ready to proceed to the testing stage. Have you time to attend the first test? You've seen the field which protects Azisla firsthand, and I would be interested to hear how you think ours compares. Yeah, let's do it. I will come too, if you don't mind. Though I am no Istola, I may be able to offer some insight. Oh, Istola. Of course. Time being of the essence, it would be best if we made directly for the burn. Yiri, I leave you and Hakuro to bring the War Council to a close. Understood. The mounts are saddled and ready, my lord. Wear the storms. Give me that. Na, 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 na. As expected, Suino Sato failed to answer the call. Not that I blame the Ruby Princess. Enlightened as she is reputed to be, it should be no easy task persuading her people to relinquish their long-held isolation. If we can but block the Garlean airships, the speed with which they deploy their forces will be greatly diminished. True, I really want that. You obviously have some idea of what to expect, having seen the barrier at Azisla, but having not had that pleasure myself, I'm exceedingly curious to see a wall capable of keeping out one of those massive Imperial airships. On the open sea, I would happily take on any vessel, but here on dry land is another matter. The Empire's iron monstrosities will ever have the upper hand. One after another, tribes from across the steppe have come forth to pledge their warriors to the Alliance. Many simply crave a chance to seize glory in battle. It is true, but their eagerness is most welcome nonetheless. If only we could persuade our kin of the heir of the ways. The red at our side would make a truly formidable force. The jungles of Nansha are dense and treacherous. The land itself prevents the Empire from ever truly conquering our nation. Long have we hidden beneath bough and branch, striking where and when we can. When the Empire put down Dalmasca's bid for freedom, our remaining forces were splintered. Bringing the scattered pockets of resistance back under a single banner will be our first order of business. Ian is eager to see the energy berry in action. We will cross the burn by Yoke and Falcon, as before. Join me at the Overlook near the House of the Fierce. I want to turn in my pieces of Allegan Silva. Then we'll go. Oh. On behalf of the Shizenkai Shent, I thank you for your support. Yep, no worries. Work on the yard has begun in earnest, and as you may have noticed, it will encompass a rather large section of the Enclave, including the area directly behind me. Oh my gosh. Have you tried out the current collaboration between 14 and Fall Guys? I have not. I'm gonna have to check that out now. I had fun with the last event that they had. You see, after deliberation, the Shizenkai concluded that we would need to secure much more space for their plan to succeed, far in excess of what we designated for the 10,000 stalls. This might not have been the case had we not decided to carry out two proposals that are arguably at cross purposes, but so be it. Is it in the Gold Saucer? At the very least, I am told Master Tsurunuki is in high spirits. Perhaps you might consider calling on him and seeing the worker's progress. Yes? Okay, cool. No worries, I got what you meant, Vanilla. Also, how are you doing? Hope you're doing alright today. And I'll make sure to check that out once I am at a good opportunity for it. I still want to do more of the main quest if I can. You doing alright? Good, good. Glad to hear. Hey, Tsurunuki, how you doing? You Kingdom Hearts frickin' final boss looking dude. Ah, there's the warrior. Heard you the good word. The Shunzenkai has put their plans into motion. I'll have my smithy once more. Never dared I dream that this day would come. Doma burned, Lord Kyan died, all because we were fools. Never again would I be a fool. But then you and the boy Issei and the girl Lise, you spoke sense. Better to risk death as a fool than suffer a life without dreams. Pah! What is this blubbering which consumes me? Enough. Let us speak of the work. That is what matters. Aye. How goes it? It's starting. It's beginning. The Copters have claimed that site for their own. Their blood may run with iron, but even I know Doma wants for lumber. So with wood we begin. Blessed are we to live at the mouth of the one river. In such a humid clime, there are few teachers better than rot and rust. And here will be my smithy, a home for forge and anvil, but not yet. Not yet. Much iron lies beneath Doma's soil, waiting to be claimed, waiting to be shaped. All that we need she provides. Water, wood, ore. The materials are ours to command, to forge into tools for farmers, cooks, for all. Or so it once was. Imperial robbers and sneak thieves stole much of our mineral wealth. For the Empire. Pah! To other provinces they would send Doma's riches, and in return we received their refuse. Rusted pots. Broken plows. A tapestry it was, and still is. Still we rely on inferior tools forced upon us by conquerors. But no longer. Doma knows what Doma needs, and she will make it with her own 2 hands. To this end, I will give everything. I swear. But I should like to see it before I die. And to that end, we'll need your help. Construction of the yard is proceeding apace. Suranuki is confident that he will soon have the means to craft a wide variety of tools to fulfill the needs of the people of Doma. As you continue to contribute to the Shizenkai and the reconstruction effort, in what other ways might the Doma Enclave grow and change? Good for them. I'm glad they're finally getting an industry going besides just the food. Food is important, but they also need a way of making a living and for giving even the people that recently came back, like, things to do. Honestly, the industry itself, just getting better tools will help the rebuilding effort in such a huge way. I guess I could just... Boop. Me. Hello again. Let us pray there are no sandstorms brewing out there. Give the word when you are ready to take wing. Head to the burn? Yes. Okay, good. I honestly thought they were gonna have us do the dungeon again. The Burn Part 2. Electric Boogaloo.
It seems the engineers have matters well in hand. Should the barrier work as we intend, Doma will be free to reinforce her allies in Alamigo without fear of weakening her own borders. Honored friends, the time has come to put your hard work to the test. Start the generator.
Didn't they mention before it was also technology that raised the land, not just put a barrier up? I hope this is not just gonna break the land free and just make a huge frickin' pit in the middle of the burn.
Node 1 is operational. Nodes 2 to 8 are reporting similar energy levels. The barrier is forming. Yards, 2,000, 3,000. Expansion remains smooth. No fluctuations detected. Target altitude reached. The barrier is holding steady at 5,000 yards. We've done it.
Hell yeah. Now you need proper defenses for this so that no one tries to sabotage it.
Is that an Imperial airship? Of all the rotten timing.
But this is a gift, Mistress Alize. They can test our new wall for us.
Are they just gonna ram right into it?
Seems solid enough, though I was hoping for a fireball.
Oh god, oh, Alpha no.
By the gods, it's Alphino.
The last frickin'
Let me go! He has my brother!
Lower the barrier!
Be at ease, girl. The lad is not dead, merely locked in slumber.
No, not him too.
We could identify no cause and found no remedy. Thus I sought to return him to Doma, and into the arms of Lord Hien himself, it would seem. It is a day for fated reunions. Would you not agree, adventurer? Or should I address you as the Warrior of Light?
the Black Wolf.
I, Gaius van Baelsar, the Black Wolf. That was the title I was given.
What?
One I have long since relinquished.
Should I have noticed by the frickin' weapon he had? Because I did not recognize his voice because he wasn't wearing his helmet, I guess.
I am no more than Gaius Baelsar, a man without rank or allegiance.
Impossible. There's no way you could have survived.
Do you remember how it unfolded? How I was deceived by La Habrea? How I was convinced that reviving the Ultima weapon would allow me to bring peace to Eorzea? The Ascian used me, as he used so many others, all to further the restoration of his wretched god. Yet even with the might of Alec at my command, you bested me. And as the Praetorium went up in flames, I was content to burn along with it. For a moment at least. A moment of folly. To surrender my life thus would have been to betray all who died for my cause. It was for them that I dragged myself free of the rubble, and swore vengeance on the Ascians. The Black Wolf has shed his pelt, never to return to Garlemald or her legions. I live now only to exact revenge.
I'm just saying.
My principal quarry was to be La Habrea, whom I gather you have since ushered into oblivion.
At least in this instance, against the Ascians, this would be a hell of an ally.
In the shadows, laboring to sow chaos throughout our world. I would see each and every one dragged into the light and put to the sword. Are the Scions not of like mind?
In a single respect, perhaps.
Right? That's what I'm saying. At least in this regard with the Ascians.
And share what intelligence I have acquired. Among the Ascians, the Black Masked Ilk are subordinate to those who wear red. This you already know. Yet among the red there exists a hierarchy. Those set adrift with the shards clearly stand below those still joined to the source. Nabriales, who once dared to intrude upon the rising stones, belonged to the former group, and while he was indeed a dangerous foe, his powers were inconsequential next to the paragons of the source. The first was La Hebrea, who plagues us no more. There is also the white-robed Elidibus, and the elusive Emmett Selk, about whom little is known.
I don't know if we've ran into Emmett Self then.
We have files on La Hebrea and Elidibus, but I believe this Emmett Selk is new to us? As I assume my brother told you, we have evidence to suggest that an Ascian now walks in the body of the Crown Prince. Have you identified this interloper?
Elidibus seems the most likely culprit. As emissary, it is his role to maintain the equilibrium between darkness and light. Your many deeds in Heidelind's name have upset the balance, and I believe he seeks to restore it by throwing his considerable power behind the Empire. As a leader of the Ascians, he is one of our primary targets. It was on the trail of this very prey that the boy and I came across the scene of a failed uprising. In the absence of a single Garlean casualty, we inspected the bodies of the rebels, and the lack of any external injury drew my immediate attention. They had been slain by Black Rose, an alchemical invention of the Imperial Army. When I yet served as legatus, I ordered its production halted, and all stockpiles destroyed. Toxic gas is not a tool of conquest, but of extermination.
Toxic gas? This must be the new weapon Maxima warned us about. Something deadly enough to sweep away all resistance in a matter of hours. Gods. You don't think they're planning to use this in Alamigo, do you?
Put your fears to rest. We infiltrated the production facility and destroyed all existing stores of the chemical along with the plant itself. Even should they rebuild the operation, they will not soon manufacture another batch.
That's good.
Regardless, I would draw your attention to a directive we discovered in the plant's records. The document was marked with a recent date and authorized with the signature of one Zeno Ciegalvus.
A dead man signing the death warrant for thousands. 'Tis bad comedy.
But the tale does not end there. Within that same facility was a chamber filled with devices of elegant design. Cloning technology, we realized. And what should we find in each and every incubator? But a young Emperor Solus.
No.
All of which prompts the question, were the Ascians responsible for these abominations, or was it the will of the Emperor?
Yes.
I must know which hand guides the Empire.
Yes.
Though I have given up my rank, I am yet a son of Garlemald, and I will fight for the future of my homeland. It is time I return to the hunting of shadows. We should focus on our common foe. To reopen old quarrels now would serve no purpose.
You saved my brother's life, so I'm willing to let sleeping dogs lie. But in truth, it's not my decision to make.
Like this form of Gaius, or in his masked, like, Darth Vader version of him? Like when we first met him? Masked. I'm trying to remember when we originally, like, met him. like our character meeting him for the first time, not just us seeing like a flashback or a transition to him, but our character meeting him. Not off the top of my head, because that was the first time we met him. I thought we talked to him before. But yeah, I do remember the Praetorium end boss. Ultima weapon, yeah. We'll settle this another time. Nah, I'm honestly at this moment. Again, we've had so many redemption arcs with the Garleans so far. At least with the Asian threat again. And not as him being a person of frickin' conquest trying to take over frickin' Eorzean lands. In this regard, you're right, there are more important matters at hand.
There was a time when I scorned those who placed their faith in false gods, even as I, in my blinkered conviction, place mine in Asian promises. Unlike yours, my strength of will and my restraint was found wanting. We shall meet again, warrior of light.
I mean, we've always had hints and like scattering forces of the Garlean Empire.
Black Wolf, an unexpected ally, to say the least.
Well, I remember when I first played, while starting out in Limsa, they mentioned that there were Garlean forces even stationed there. Whether it be like a ship at the docks that was their emissary, to one of the castrums, not super far away, but still in like the overall Limsa area. So they've always been kind of in like the background, but I don't think they really came into story focus until, I want to say, maybe the attack on the Scion base, the Waking Sands. There we go. Gonna look at that, but yeah. It's only after the attack then, when they captured like half the people there, that we finally actually started taking the fight to the Garleans. Even should our alliance send a contingent to yours, I would stay here in Doma with the remainder of our forces. As much as I would enjoy taking Imperial heads at your side, we cannot leave our borders undefended. I agree with that. And also, build up more defenses for those walls and those generators, gosh darn it. Well, uncanny timing that Master Alphinaud should be returned to us just as we were testing the barrier. I only hope a cure can be found for his malady. Otherwise, the War Council has ended in unanimous agreement to forestall the Empire's expansion plans in this region. Our allies are willing to send troops to fight in Eorzea. Hell yeah. Good. Alphinaud is safely ensconced in a private chamber. My finest healer is examining him as we speak. If it's the same thing as we know that's happened with everyone else, it's his soul's left him. I've spoken with the physician, and there are no outward signs of illness. Alphinaud is lost in a sleep from which he cannot be awoken, just like the others. It seems that even the lands of the Empire were not far enough away to escape that cursed voice. I share your frustrations, Alice. I do. But Alphinaud has returned to us alive and otherwise unharmed. All that remains is to find the means to wake him. Until then, you can but fulfill your duties as Scion. Yours and your brother's both. You're right, of course. There are arrangements to be made, and little time to make them. Oh, Alice. I feel so bad. To business then, my lord. Now that we know Seiryu's wall works as intended, can we expect reinforcements for Alamigo? You most certainly can. As promised, we'll send troops to bolster our allies in Eorzea without delay. Pray be aware, however, that they will not arrive without delay. Save for some few who boast teleportation magics, the bulk of our force must be transported by sea, a lengthy voyage for which the smaller vessels favored by the Confederacy are ill-equipped. Accordingly, I mean to enlist the assistance of the East Alanod Trading Company in finding suitable ships. As for navigating the distances in question, we are in the happy position of being able to call upon those who plotted the course of my people's exodus to Eorzea. True. Beyond the procurement of ships, I think it unlikely that our East Alanod friends will consent to any involvement in military operations, but I am certain they will afford Afno a berth aboard one of their vessels. I shall have a Kyrgian accompany him every ilm of the way to the Rising Stones. You have my thanks, Lord Hien. Yugiri, I will go on ahead with our friends to Alamigo. Enlist all those capable of teleportation and put them at the disposal of the Eorzean Alliance as soon as possible. They will form the vanguard. Yes, my lord. This is exactly what we'd hoped for. The East and the Alliance leaders will be glad indeed to welcome the combined strength of the East. I am so paranoid that near any end of conversation we're going to have another frickin' attack. Meanwhile, at the Black Rose chemical plant. Oh my. Surprise, surprise. It wasn't the only plant.
Our supplies at Black Rose have been ruined, but the new plant is already under construction.
Okay.
Should have the first batch ready in time for the offensive, Your Radiance.
Yeah, shit.
See that you do.
Who's that behind you? Oh.
Ah, yes, the infamous Black Rose. If I recall correctly, Gaius did not much care for the invention. A ruthless and indiscriminate weapon indeed, this airborne poison. It seems you are capable of making decisions worthy of your bloodline.
With no gift for sorcery, we Garleans must look to Magitech to even the odds. If it spares the needless deaths of our soldiers and serves the cause of this empire, there is no method I would not employ.
How very noble of you.
Truly, though, I must commend you for embracing your role as Emperor. You play the part of the determined ruler well. Sometimes even I catch myself believing.
A silent agent of death. Now that I think on it, Black Rose may well possess the perfect aspect. Slowly but surely, the deluge of light has worked upon the ether here in the source, and the gas should be most susceptible to its influence. Well, I shall leave you to your own devices. Go forth and bloody the land with your grand and glorious war.
While you do what, precisely?
Need you ask? I will be doing what all Asians do.
I am well aware that your kind exists only to usher in the next calamity. But you seem oblivious to the harm your singular agenda causes to the Empire. You cannot have forgotten the events which followed your mortal demise.
to name a successor.
The edifice you so carefully constructed was but a hair's breadth from collapse.
Are you truly so naive? You thought me oblivious to the consequences of a departure so painstakingly timed?
It was by design?
Well, of course it was. Though I will admit the resulting panic exceeded even my wildest expectations. But how can you be surprised? Throwing the world into disarray was the very purpose for which this nation was, as you say, so carefully constructed. Now, if you have no further questions, I must be on my way. Since we may not meet again in this lifetime, it would be remiss of me not to offer a word or two of gratitude. I really must thank you for this surplus of vessels. I can mold any host into my own image, but having bodies tailor-made for me in this fashion is so much less tiresome. You dabbled in elegant cloning techniques, yes? It certainly is a compelling, not to mention entertaining, field of research. And of all the options available, you chose the founding father on whom to experiment. You have a twisted streak to you, Varus. Like grandsire, like grandson, hey?
I wonder if he did something
If
to the
events
clowns.
play out as planned, this will become something of a family enterprise.
Because he clearly doesn't approve of this and is barely kind of looks like holding on.
I, the anchor and shard, and together we will give the lie to this star's fraudulent existence.
Hmm. Come. Let's return to the east and share the good news about our far eastern reinforcements. Go on ahead, Shint. I will join you in Alamigo with our advance party as soon as I can. While you and my lord Hian are away crossing swords with the Empire in distant Alamigo, I shall be here with the remainder of our forces watching our borders. Pray send the Garleans my regards. Any more? Oh, parley on the front lines. Hian sends ready to depart for Alamigo. We must leave now to convene with the Eosian leaders, and it may be some time before I return to Doma. Hakuro, I leave you in command. My lord. I shall assemble an advance party with all haste and join you in Alamigo forthwhile. I just received word from Lise. The Alliance has established a base camp near Alamigo's northeastern border. Once we've arrived in the locks, we're to report to a resistance officer stationed in Porta Praetoria who will point us in the right direction. Let's not keep them waiting. Na 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 na. Oh my gosh, I made over 2 million gil now. Oh my gosh, and I just... Nah, I'm back to 1 million. No, 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 no. Ah, you must be the Scion party I was told to look out for. If you follow me, I'll take you directly to Alliance headquarters. Oh, no. Here we go. Ian? Here Again, ready to fight the same foe. It would not be anywhere else. This conflict concerns us all. Come what may, we cannot allow the Empire to regain its grip on Alamigo. Here, I think we've found the guide least mentioned. Yep, here we go. Alright. Oh god, plus the frickin' I forgot that the spirit of the frickin' Crown Prince has also taken over the body of one of the soldiers. I know he flew off, but that does not mean he can't have come back.
Glad you could join us.
Glad to be here. I would have come sooner, where our own defense is not in question, but I am pleased to report that our soldiers are assembling for deployment to Alamigo as we speak.
We're grateful for your support. Thanks to the efforts of our allies, it won't be long before we've established defensive positions on this front as well.
Yeah, Xenos. I wanted to say Gaius for a minute there, but yeah, Xenos.
We have some good news too. Alphino has come back to us. As for the bad news,
gosh.
So Alphino won't wake up.
There's so many loose threads out there.
And hunting Ascians, and the Empire is planning to poison us all with toxic gas. Does that sound about right? Ordinarily, any one of those things would have left me in shock. But the way things have been lately, it's all starting to seem pretty normal. Getting back to your report, are we sure this Black Rose is the weapon Maxima was talking about?
It fits the description. And it seems we have Alphino to thank for sparing us an early demonstration of its effectiveness. I have a feeling this won't be the last time his bravery in the Empire will serve us here in Eorzea.
I know, I got messaged in game as this is going.
The threat of an unknown weapon has had us all on edge. But now that we know what we're dealing with, we can take steps to defend against it.
I feel it's just someone asking if I want to join their company.
I'm not sure what to think. Am I happy he's alive? Not in the slightest. Am I happy he's hunting Ascians? Aye. I'd have to say I am.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Garleans you didn't expect to see, we have a tale of our own, as it happens. When we sent envoys to the Imperial Army to request talks, they returned with the message that Varisos Galvus would be attending.
The Emperor himself. Well, Varus did sanction the Popularis peace mission. But knowing that an Ascian walks in his son's skin, I do not see how we can trust him or anyone from that nest of vipers.
The Alliance would proceed with negotiations regardless, if only to give ourselves more time to prepare. We do, however, require your cooperation.
Right. Yes. So, as a condition for the talks to go forward, the Empire has requested that a member of the Scions be present. There'll be a representative from each Alliance nation, of course, but I'm afraid we have to ask that you come along too.
gods, Lise, you know how much I hate politics. But then, what choice do I have? Alphino and the others aren't going to do it.
Try to get.
Very well. I shall attend as the Scion's representative.
I'll probably be there with you, so it's fine.
In case you're wondering why I didn't ask you, the Empire also requested the presence of Eorzea's champion.
I'm not fond of politics either. Nah, I'll be there. Wouldn't miss it for the world.
We don't know what Varus means to bring to the table, or why he wants you there, but having you close at hand will make all the difference.
He's probably planning on using Black Rose to take out all the leaders, right?
Position the bulk of our forces nearby.
The Alliance leaders should already be on their way. Once you're ready, we can head out and join them.
Give everyone a gas mask, just in case. Is Emperor Varus enthralled to the Asians? That is the question. If Charlene could not negotiate peace with the Empire, I rather doubt war can be avoided here, but every moment we steal for our preparations will count in the final reckoning. Should the Empire decide to ignore the rules of parley, we could be fighting far sooner than we'd like. Keep your weapons close. Give everyone a gas mask. I do not think that would be too much to ask. The goblins have them, damn it! Make gas masks! Well, I don't suppose it's polite to keep an emperor waiting too long, shall we? Do it. Oh, God. I hate this. I hate this so much. I can't tell you how uncomfortable I feel right now. Hi, Emperor.
Esteemed representatives of the Eosian Alliance. On behalf of the Gallian Empire, I thank you for inviting me here today. As this parley was convened at your request, I invite you to speak first.
Very well, Your Radiance. I, Nanimo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, should be pleased to oblige you. As recent events in Alamigo and Doma have made plain, the subjugation and exploitation of neighboring nations is not a sustainable policy. Should this day end in war, you may very well defeat us, but you will never extinguish the people's desire for freedom. Though it may not be in our lifetime, there will be another revolution, another war, and the cycle will continue. Doma has entered into a concord with the nations of Eorzea, a partnership wherein we recognize one another as equals. Garlemald could be afforded similar treatment. You need only set aside your ambitions and join us in paving a path towards peace.
You will not win me over with sophistry, Your Grace. As you know only too well, this alliance lacks the strength to keep the peace within its own borders. Even now, your struggles with the Beastmen continue unabated. Divided, you sow this fertile soil with the seeds of your differences and reap naught but discord and chaos for your trouble. Eorzea must be united under one leader, one purpose. I would offer you both and bring an end to your strife.
With all due respect, Your Radiance, the only thing that you offered the people of Alamigo was fear and hopelessness.
The citizens of Doma can also attest to the meager arms of imperial rule. There is no purpose to be found in a life of oppression, each day more uncertain than the last.
Our people are willing to die for their freedom. A great many already have, and countless more will, if we don't put an end to this madness here and now.
We brought order and stability to your lives. This madness and bloodshed is of your own making. You broke the peace, not Garlemald.
Peace. Order. You kill our peoples, despoil our lands, take everything that is ours. And what? You expect us to lick the boot that grinds our faces into the dirt?
I expect you to weigh the costs. To recognize that countless lives have been lost on both sides in pursuit of a greater good, and to not squander all we have achieved in a fit of petulance.
Your Radiance. I fear I can personally attest to the dangers of pursuing one's vision with such righteous fervor. For 1,000 years, the Holy See of Ishgard waged war with dragons. A 1,000 years of sacrifice, of sorrow and hate, in which we bathed in the blood of friend and foe alike. Had it gone on any longer, we may well have drowned. Yet we have chosen to raise ourselves out of this bloody spiral, and have since made peace with our former enemy.
So I understand. No doubt the dragons were more receptive to your overtures in the wake of their leader's demise. You speak of peace, yet use war to achieve it. Your father would not have bothered to obscure his intent with honeyed words. He understood that strength is all that matters in the end.
We had to hear from the last two.
Without his clarity of vision, I can but wonder what will become of Ishgard and her people. There was a time when Garlemald too lacked a leader of conviction. Weak and unable to wield magic, we were at the mercy of the strong, from whom we sought refuge in the bitter cold of the north. Were it not for the discovery of ceruleum and the subsequent development of Magitech, we might never have gained the power to take back that which was rightfully ours.
You speak as if your people were the first to have been driven from their homes. Limsa Lominsa was built by wayward souls in search of a place to call their own. On the shores of Vilbrand we found it, and from those humble beginnings did we grow and flourish. And all without robbing our neighbors of their liberty.
So saith the pirate. Am I to believe that you simply asked the kobolds to yield up their lands and that they were happy to oblige you? That you did not drive them out like rats in the hold of one of the many ships seized by your privateers? I will concede that after centuries of exile, reclamation may be mistaken for invasion. Nevertheless, it is not. And those who till stolen soil have no right to object when cast out in turn.
Your uncompromising nature rivals that of the Ixal. They too lament circumstances which they themselves perpetuate. Were they but to embrace peace, we would welcome them with open arms. Indeed, some few have done just that, and now receive of the 12's Wood's bounty. Would that your people might learn from their example.
You dare compare us to the Birdmen? You who thought to invoke the 12 and threaten all of creation?
I came here in the hope of finding some speck of common ground, but I see now these discussions will accomplish nothing.
Oh god, here we go.
Despite what you people may believe, I am not wont to choose the sword over the olive branch. 'Tis but a pity men are loath to accept one without first being shown the other.
Wait! I beg you. This meeting was supposed to be a chance to find a way forward together, not to bemoan the missteps which brought us here. Please. If you truly consider violence a last resort, there must be a way we can come to an agreement.
As Mistress Alisaie says, we did not come here to bicker over the past, but to discuss how we might strive towards a brighter future. Emperor Varus, may I suggest a short recess, that all present might compose themselves prior to beginning anew?
Very well. I pray this intermission will suffice to move these talks in a more constructive direction.
Oh my god. That could have gone better and also a whole lot worse. I do much wonder at Emperor Varus' decision to attend these negotiations. It is plain he has no intention of hearkening to our entreaties. But what then is his goal? 'Tis true that Limsa's beginnings were not wholly honorable, but our old wrongs do not make the Emperor's deeds right. Varus holds fast to his ideals, just as I knew he would. He will not be swayed from his path. Why do I get the feeling the Emperor is hiding something? For years have we warred with the Empire, and with no end in sight, a parley such as this represents a unique opportunity. I would not squander it with bitter words. For a moment I feared our talks would descend into violence there and then. Alisaie speaks of her dislike for politics, but her honest plea may very well have prevented an early battle. Whatever rebuttal I had in mind was lost when Varus mentioned my father. The man is certainly skilled at keeping his opponents off balance. Oh, yay. Okay, Alisaie. This is really not my forte. After his Radiance's little performance, it was all I could do not to swear at him. I honestly don't know how I ended up playing the mediator. I just asked myself what Alphinaud would have done, tried my best to do the same, and by some miracle it worked. But there really is no common ground to be found with that man, nor do I think he looked for any. So the question becomes, what did he come here to do? Because you may be certain it wasn't to make peace. Whatever it is, I cannot make it out. Not yet, at least. We do have a little time before the parley is due to reconvene, though, so why not try consulting our illustrious leaders? Mayhap they have some insight to share. Does Connie have anything that I do wonder what yeah. I will say one thing of this Varus. He is well versed in Eorzean history. His interest in our affairs is that of a beast in its prey. The conqueror would know his enemies. All should know their enemies. If there is much and more we do not know of the Empire. It's up to us to change that here and now. Ha! You would have me ask the Emperor himself. Well, mayhap there is some wisdom in that. If we can skirt the storm of his displeasure, we may yet come to our answers, even if it does mean sailing close to the wind. Again, yeah. Alright. 12 have mercy. But from Lady Alizé's timely interjection, we might well have come to blows at the negotiating table. Not that Emperor Varus left us a great many options. Is unconditional surrender all he will accept, do you think? Ere he arrived, I'd have said yes. But having heard him speak, I cannot help but think he came with some other end in mind. Exactly. He's building up to something, I know it. How then should we approach the rest of the parley? Have you anything to say, Warrior of Light? Invite Varus to explain himself. You believe he is more apt to reveal the truth if we put him at ease? Mayhap you are right. Thank you, Shent. This parley was never like to bring peace, but I had hoped to learn something of Emperor Varus's relationship with the Asians. As had we all. Yet if he is in league with them, he is not like to volunteer the fact, and if he is not, how much weaker would his position seem for their presence? If we are to approach that particular subject, we will need to be subtle. Would that I knew more of the man. If you would indulge me, Lord Hien, you received an imperial education, did you not? Is it true that the Emperor's will is considered absolute? There's no higher authority in all of Garlemald, nor else in the heavens come to that. Veneration of the gods is forbidden, the only worship permitted being that of His Radiance's own person. That sounds suspiciously like religion in itself. I share your disdain for their hypocrisy. Even as they denigrate the idea of faith, they revere their leader with a fervor others reserve for the divine. It is a flaw common to much of the doctrine they feed us. Logical on the surface, perhaps, but contradictory upon closer examination. I wonder if a discussion of the various discrepancies will prompt Varus to reveal something? We'll see how this goes. You've spoken with everyone then? Good. Now all that remains is to await the pleasure of the Emperor, and hope we fare better at the second attempt. Oh god, okay, here we go.
Now then, who would have the floor?
Before we resume, I wish to offer you an apology. After you graciously accepted our invitation to discuss an armistice, we have done naught but rebuke you at every opportunity. I believe I speak for all of us when I say we are deeply sorry for our discourtesy.
I'll admit your familiarity with our affairs surprised me, and served to remind me how little I know of yours.
I think all here can understand the desire to reclaim one's homeland. But why expand further? That is my question.
If I may, the answer can be found in the Imperial doctrine they took great pains to impart to my people. Recognizing the threat icons posed to the world, Solus Zos Galvus decreed that they were to be eradicated. To this end, he began a campaign to unite all lands under the Garlean banner. Or so we were taught. Yet the Emperor only reached the burn, the Barrens said to have been laid waste by icons, after conquering all the lands that lay between. What is more, I am quite certain the practice of summoning was not nearly so widespread in the days before the Empire's founding.
When you put it like that, it all starts to sound like an excuse, doesn't it? But to distract from what? Why are you really waging this war?
Music.
Finally,
You ask the right question. I can but hope you heed mine answer and at last accept the righteousness of our cause. My goal is this: to return the world to the way it once was, the way it was always meant to be. In doing so, mankind will be made whole once more. No longer will we suffer from the dissension born of our differences. There will be but one race, a perfect race, as we were when time began.
Oh.
What in Rolga's name are you talking about?
What the fuck?
I am talking about the origins of this star, of the source and its 13 reflections. At the instant of the great sundering, 'twas not only the world that was shattered, but mankind itself. Thus were we divided into myriad races, each with its own unique imperfections. That is why man looks upon his neighbor and feels fear and hatred, why he wages war, why he kills his brother. You all in your own way have proven as much today. The peace you seek is but a fleeting solution to a fundamental problem. One which calls for more drastic measures. To bring about everlasting peace, our worlds must be rejoined. That is the goal the Empire would see realized. The glorious future unto which we shall one day shepherd mankind.
A rejoining of worlds.
I have heard this tale of the source and its reflections before.
Are these not the self-same desires as the Ascians?
Emperor Varys, do not trust in their words. They will lead you to your doom. My father thought to use them, but in the end he succumbed to their temptations. He embraced summoning like so many other pawns before him. Do not tell us you mean to do the same.
To be a pawn, free from the burden of choice, would be a blessing. But I forswore that privilege the day I learned that the Garlean Empire was built by the hand of an Ascian.
What?
Well, he said it, so 100% he's gonna use the frickin' poison. They all gotta die.
And who better to build an empire capable of bringing about the calamitous change we desire? Would you condemn me for this alliance? For bowing to the will of these shadowy masters, when the prize is true and lasting peace?
Your prize is a lie. Your master's demons.
I come not to conquer, but to liberate. To free man from the prison of divergence.
Rip, that is the end game.
One perfect race beneath a single standard. An army before whose might these servants of darkness and light would fly as leaves in a storm, never again to meddle in man's affairs. We would be the masters of our own fate. I bid you join me, not as subjects of Garlemald, but of a new nation. And together we shall win freedom for ourselves and generations yet unborn.
You want to trigger another half-dozen calamities? You can't be serious!
Have you forgotten how many died? There will be no one left.
Do you truly imagine we would aid you in your bloodletting?
It is unthinkable. Unconscionable.
Well, the negotiations have ended quite... Yep. Yep.
And what is the alternative? To be as cattle waiting for slaughter? I would have us work together, that we might take fate into our own hands.
Into your hands, perhaps. But what of the other worlds, your radiance? With every calamity, you obliterate a star and every soul that dwells on it.
To the Ascians, we are all but tiny, momentary specks within an indifferent universe. We cannot hope to oppose them until we have been made whole once more.
Are these truly the words of Garlemald's ruler? The flaws and foibles which you so abhor are what make us who we are. Every nation, even yours, Emperor Varys, is made whole through the combination of these imperfections, the strengths of one compensating for the weaknesses of another. While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others, fostering community and cooperation. That the protector of an empire should not only reject these fundamental truths, but seek to change them at so dear a cost to life is indefensible. Such a man is not fit to govern.
And you, warrior of light, would you refuse me as well?
Cannot condone such a loss of life. That alone, my god.
It would seem the Alliance is of one mind on this matter.
I will say, at the very least, if he does just let us go just like that, he will have succeeded in, like, infirming...
Though I suppose I have only myself to blame for expecting more from savages.
Our alliance will be stronger because of it.
I bid you make ready for our next meeting. It will not be at the negotiating table.
He just strengthened our resolve with that one. Thanks. I almost wonder if that's kind of what he wanted us to do, though, you know? Because, again, he does not seem so willing when in front of Solus, you know? So I do almost wonder if what he said was on purpose in order for us to, like, come together even more. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. But that's almost how it kind of feels a little bit, you know? Also, he very well could have, if he did have the poison on him, he could have used that on the leaders. And again, hit us with a massive blow. I'm glad we arrived in time to aid in the battle. Though our vanguard may be small, these few are our chosen elite, the finest warriors of the East. We suspected Asian meddling in the shadows of the Empire, but the truth is far beyond my wildest imagining. At least now we know the face of our enemy, and need not hesitate to strike at its heart. His grand plan is to bring about more calamities. This is insanity. This madman must be stopped at all cost. The Empire exists to wage war, and war it shall have. But its vast armies pour in like the tides themselves. This could very well be the greatest military threat Eorzea has ever faced. I refuse the Emperor's words with all of my being. What justice is there in the ideal that demands the sacrifice of so many? Now that we have learned the Emperor's true purpose, war has become an inevitability. 'Tis times like these I curse my own uselessness in battle. It makes a twisted kind of sense that the Empire was built by the Chaos Bringers themselves. The revelation yet rattles me. But now that we know our enemies are one and the same, we have a target upon which to unleash the full force of the Alliance. My first engagement is Flame General, and it is in full-scale war with the Empire. I feel some measure of nervousness, of course, but I swear I will make Father proud in the battles to come. The Temple Knights have deployed in full strength. Eorzea's future is Ishgar's future, and our fates ride upon the outcome of this conflict. The Asians are terrible beings indeed, that they would found an entire nation to further their dark designs. It would seem the Empire's history is as sinister as Ishgar's own. I came back to find Doma's advanced party ready and waiting for battle. So as worrying as our little chat with the Empire was, it did buy enough time for at least some of our allies to arrive. I'm just still afraid. The face of war. Hey! Having listened to Emperor Varus's maniacal plans, Lys is ready to go to war. It's just the frickin' was it the Black Rose? That was the name of the poison? I'm just afraid of that. That we have no real counter to it, and that it is just
I'm not sure what I was
inevitable
expecting from
now.
our meeting with the Emperor, but it wasn't that. Still, at least we know now what he's really after.
Aye, a future built on a mountain of bodies. I too want the Asians dead, but not at any cost.
The last of the reinforcements from Doma arrived not long ago. I pray it will be enough. Given the Emperor's stated goal, this is a battle we can ill afford to lose.
If the Garleans come in force, we may not have much say in the matter, even with our combined strength.
We knew from the first that the odds would be against us. But if there is even the slightest chance of victory, we must do everything in our power to seize it.
We must seize it, full stop.
Here!
The two of you are to join an irregular unit and support the main host. I won't bother asking if you're minded to fight.
As long as
After coming this far, how could I not?
As long as the soul attacks don't hit us again.
There's no one around to counter on me. Not that they would. Not even my brother. But we all know who will really make the difference. Ready to frighten some Garleans?
I wouldn't want to be on their side.
Might I ask you to accompany the Dorman contingent? They are strangers here, and your presence would do much to raise their spirits.
Yeah.
We would be honored.
When our people stride out with you in their midst, I dare say the Eorzeans will feel an ilm taller themselves. High spirits have a way of spreading.
What I wouldn't give to join you. But my duties as field commander will not allow it. I'll leave the front lines in your capable hands.
I feel like a flag is being raised now. I feel like an attack, a soul attack is imminent that is going to incapacitate me.
Comrades, ready your arms. The hour of battle has come. May the crystal guide us to victory.
Oh.
Since the others couldn't be here, we'll have to fight twice as hard. If Elfino wakes to find the Imperials have won, I shall never hear the end of it. It's strange. I thought I would be terrified when the fighting started. I should be terrified. But with you at our side...
God damn it! Stop it!
...feeling everything is going to be alright.
Oh, for frick's sake!
So please, don't you dare leave me alone.
Oh, god damn it, game! Game, you're gonna do it! You're either taking me or Alizé now.
No matter what happens, we have to survive together.
God damn it. This game's got me on edge now. Oh, the Gimli Dark? What was that? The what dark? Okay, it's a dungeon, not a raid yet. The Gimli Dark. For those who dare travel twixt Aldenod and Ilsabad, there's but one path, and it leads through Gimlet. Alright. A confluence of harsh terrain and climactic conditions that shroud the land in perpetual darkness. And it is here the decisive battle for Eorzea begins. Joined by their Far Eastern allies, the Eorzean Alliance battles desperately to fight back the seamlessly endless waves of Imperial troops in a bid to change the tide of battle. The Warrior of Light has been called to the fray, but can they prevail in this land long since lost to the light? Woo! We'll join. Last dungeon for post Stormblood. Ooh. Damn it, this game. I wouldn't mind the flags being waving so much. Like, we rely upon you, Warrior of Light. You're our only hope. If not, all of our friends in the Scions have been dropping one by soul attacks. You know what I mean? And again, just because our souls leave our body, if that happens to us, I feel like that's probably what's going to be going into the next expansion. Our soul is probably going to leave us. We're not going to be in Eorzean anymore, and we're going to be somewhere else having to play in that. That is what again, I know nothing about the next expansion. That is my thought of what's going to happen. Whoever's calling us is going to next frickin' either rip me or Alizé out, and I'm going to have to figure out how to get to them. Sure. I don't think that's much of spoilers for me. How many main story quests there are until Shadowbringers. I feel like we're very close to Shadowbringers now. 2 quests? So I'm going to be able to get to it by the end. Okay, cool. Well, as long as the frickin' quest hurries, but it should be fine. Oh, goodness. Oh, while I wait, though, I can talk to everyone, though. My duties as field commander demand I remain here at my post, but I have no doubt the front lines are in capable hands. Yep, we'll be totally fine. I also really like that all the banners are splayed out like this. They're all really cool. I like them all. Ah, good. Good stuff. Let's talk to people while we're here. Alizé. Stay focused now. Let's show the Empire what we're made of. There's a chill in the air. I speak not of the weather. Nay, this is the palpable tension that precedes a bloody battle. The Eastern Alliance stands ready to fight. Let us seize victory this day and secure the morrow for all of our peoples. I guess there's no one else really from the Alliance to talk to. I guess just those that are going to be fighting. I guess that makes sense. Alright, I guess while I wait, I can do more Hildebrand questline. Oh, this is wonderful. How we managed to escape undetected, I have no idea. I can but pray that our ruse will remain intact. The wolf burglar led the others into the waterways below. We should follow. Oh no. Oh, I wouldn't think of going down here. Interesting. I didn't even know about this. Interesting. Cool. Wolf burglar. Been down here before? If so, you might have met my friends already. A contemptible lot. All Kugane's cast-offs. If anyone heard a peep from your quarry, it'd be them. Come on, then. Don't be shy. Oh, here we go. Oh, you're looking well for a rat, bastard. Takes a wolf to know a rat. To what do we owe the pleasure? And more importantly, how do you slip free of this Seki Segumi's noose? With my dashing good looks and my silver tongue, how else? But never you mind that. I need information, Koju. Do you now? Or is it the Seki Segumi at your shoulder, the one asking questions? Yeah, why'd you wear your robe? No need to give the lad a hard time. He did right by me, and I mean to return the favor. Eh? You mean you're helping him? Have you gone mad? Well, even if I have, it's nothing you and yours need worry your pretty little heads over. Give us a hand and we'll get you out, and we'll get out of your hair. Wolf's honor. You're not a bad bunch, really. Most tried to make it living on the straight and narrow. Some even had a mind to join the Seki Segumi, like you. But were found wanting for this reason or that. When honest work's no longer an option, that leaves the other sort. The dangerous, the disputable, the dirty. Somebody's got to do it, and so these industrious souls pick up the slack. Maybe you're not the cream of the... Maybe they're not the cream you'd prefer to hobnob with, but while you're in their company, I'd ask that you comport yourselves with a mediocrum of civility. I should like to believe I have done just that. You'll forgive me if I've given you any reason to think otherwise. See? Fast friends. Fast friends we all are. Right then. We're after a bloke that goes by the moniker of Yojimbo. Heard tell of the man? Yojimbo? No, can't say it rings a bell. Oi, any of you know a fella by the name of Yojimbo? Well, there you have it. Might be different if he had a bounty on his head. What'd he do anyway? Piss in the Bugyo's rice porridge? If only. Stole the Saboro's Sukehiro, he did. Bugging me, that's a beauty. Wonder why though. Finding a buyer, even through the black market, would be a... Never mind! Would be a challenge and a half. We'll get back to that another time. Oh, God. Oh, God. This game is tearing me apart. No. Oh God, the music too is a combination of the frickin' the epic kind of music of this expansion along with the Garlean Empire. Oh, let's not be here. Oh. Alright, first boss. First of, oh gosh, 2 or 3 maybe? The frick does that mean? Oh, that's what that means. Oh, please go away. Okay. I'm just gonna keep moving a little. Okay, okay, okay. No, I'm trying to get behind him. I don't want to be in front of him. Oh, no, 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 no. Let's not do that. Whatever that is, let's not do that. Okay. Oh no, he's going this way. Alright, so I need to be here. Okay, see, this is... Oh, and he's going back around. Okay, okay, we're fine here. No, I'm not ready. Keep moving. We'll hold them here. Prometheus. Frick that! Oh. Okay. Good to know. That was our healer! Oh no. I have a way of rezzing, right? What's my res? Where's my res? I don't use it a whole lot, so what do I do with my res? Crap. I had a res. Why do I not see it? Oh, there it is. Okay. I need to find him. There we go. There we go. Took me a minute. Oh, in the middle, right? Middle. Yes. Ow, wow, 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 wow. Oh, no! I died to it. Okay. Well. Well, maybe they could beat up Prometheus, a DPS and a tank. Maybe. They're doing alright. Nice again. You guys got this. Woo. Holy crap. Healing pass. Slaying pass.
You underestimate me.
It's because there's like one dude left we haven't beaten up over here, right? Okay, yep, there it is. Okay, yeah, okay, haha. See, even I figured that out. I'm fine where I'm at. Go! Hi! Casting, I'll friggin' need it, why not? And also need that, frick, why not? Nice, thank you. Let's get the heck out of here. Oh, here we go. Alright. What are we seeing? Oh god, what is this? Oh, them! Red and blue. These savages bested our vanguard. Impressive. But it is the end. They are only that. Savages. Now let us be brief. Anya, take the field. Very well, I leave the artillery fire to you. Oh, I'm being... Commence bombardment and prepare to strike. Alright, fine. Almost down. Impressive. Anya, let us engage them together. They cannot hope to evade us. Alright. Oh. Okay, 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 okay. Anya, fall back. Ready the cerulean tanks. Deploying now. Oh! I see! I see. Okay. Frick! Oh, I got hit by both! Oh, accept. Well, that's unfortunate. Seems we have no choice, Julia. You should feel honored. Savages few are they who have witnessed this twice. Oh, I did not see where that was going! I'm gonna cure myself. Okay, we're good. Looks like we're good. Okay. We have served our purpose. Come, we shall withdraw for now. We're gonna have to deal with them again later. Smoke bomb! Aha! Will they say anything? The work was quite fearsome, I must allow. Is it over already? It seems something or other. Woo, leave it, yes.
We did it! I dare say they'll be reeling from this.
You were truly inspiring in battle, my friend. I'm determined not to be outdone, but there seems to be no one left to fight.
A tactical withdrawal, perhaps?
We should give chase. Finish them off while we have the chance. Imagine the other surprise when they wake to find the war already won.
God damn it. Yep. Yep.
Will expunge all life. Only you can forestall the calamity. Throw wide the gates.
No! No! No!
Oh no. Don't tell me. Are you all right?
No, I'm not alright.
Quickly, we must get her back to the encampment.
Alizé is being cared for at the infirmary. Would that there were more we could do for her. So the Garleans have been routed, have they? Well done. Though this exchange was no more than a test of our strength, like as not. They won't be taking any chances now that the Emperor has joined the fray. They'll want to take their time, whittle down our defenses. Still, with your help and that of our eastern allies, we've passed the first test. Our line is unbroken. As for Alizé, well, she's in good hands over at the infirmary. My lord, the Turungians have completed their examinations of Mistress Alizé, and it is as we feared. She's locked in a slumber without any outward cause. Just like the others. Damn it all. Aye, the Garleans picked a fine time to come knocking. 5 scions incapacitated, and with the enemy on our doorstep, I cannot spare the men to assist in the search for a cure. The best I can do is see to it that Alizé is escorted safely back to the Rising Stones. Ygir and I would return to our encampment. The main contingent of our forces from the far east is under sail, and all must be ready for their arrival. I'll not keep you then. Judging by the Garleans' recent movements, or lack thereof, they won't be launching another offensive in the immediate future. You should return to the Rising Stones. Given the plight of your fellow scions, I can understand if you feel on edge, but you'll be no good to anyone without rest. Come on, wind up, Alpha. Ah, Shunt. Welcome home. Word has it that you and Mistress Alizé gave the Garleans quite a thrashing. Speaking of whom, where is Mistress Alizé? I was certain she would have returned by now. By the 12. Not her too. Ocher and I will ready the infirmary for her arrival. We'll also need to send a message to Tataru post-haste. Would that I had something other than grim tidings to share with her. And with you too, for that matter. It grieves me to report that the Archon's condition remains unchanged. As we speak, Coltonet, Pryl, and Master Matoya continue to explore every possible avenue. Alas, their efforts have yet to bear fruit. But all is not lost. You are still hale and whole after all, though I suspect you must be tired from your journey. You should rest, my friend. Leave the worrying to us, for the time being at least. Meanwhile, at the border of Alamigo, God! What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Our boldest Sloan expression suggests he has no news to share, which is, in this case, may not mean good news. Ah, Shent, yours is a welcome face indeed in these troubled times. Well, if you've come to inquire about our stricken brothers and sisters, I'm afraid I have naught to report. Coltonet and the others continue their tireless search for answers, and I too have done all in my power to assist them. Alas. My apologies for the intrusion. I was told Master Alphino has been brought here and wished to see if his condition had improved. Master Shent, I've heard about the part you played in driving back the Emperor's forces. Thank you. That you were able to stop them, if only for a short while, gives me hope. Hmm? I realize how strange such words must sound coming from a Garlean's lips, but I speak them out of the love I bear for my homeland, because I wish to see an end to the bloodshed. That is why I chose to share all I know with the Alliance. Though I will surely be branded a traitor, I'm content to bear the ignominy. 'Twill seem a small price to pay if it helps to prevent this conflict from escalating any further. But enough of my prattling. The war is not what brought me all this way. I came to see Master Alphino. An acquaintance of Shent and Alphino, are you? Well, far be it from me to turn away good company. If you'll follow me, sir. When word reached me that Alphino had returned, it seemed only right that I visit him. Poor lad. Pains me to see him thus, but I take solace in the knowledge that he is safe and well cared for. He fought valiantly at the burn. The Popularis could not have wished for a more committed ally. I know not how he came to be so afflicted, but I pray a cure will be found soon. On an unrelated note, you may be interested to know that I traveled here in the company of another acquaintance of yours. He awaits my return at North Silvertier, and I am certain he would be glad to see you, assuming you can spare the time, that is. Oh. Oh yeah, ukulele. Do you know anything about what's going on? No. Are you a scion, or are you just staying here for the time being, ukulele? Oh, it's Sid! That's true. Sid might know something, maybe. I'm beginning to think you would not come. Sid! Sounds like you've been through the mill. You should have called me. Though I must confess, tracking down missing souls isn't exactly within my field of expertise. As you may have surmised, I heard much of Master Garland growing up in Garlemald. Indeed, he has long been a source of inspiration to me. Most Garleans would say he's a traitor, that he turned his back on his country. We of the Popularis, however, consider him a revolutionary, a man willing to defy the Empire's dreams of subjugation, that his inventions might bring about a better future for all mankind. Please, revolutionary is a term best reserved for my work. I am but an Imperial defector who thought to aid another Imperial defector. Whatever Master Garland says, I am humbled to find myself in such distinguished company. Speaking of distinguished company, we heard from Aban that you ran into an old friend in the burn. Is it true? Gaius still lives? Yes. Like most in the army, I never had the privilege of seeing the legatus without his mask. To think I walked halfway across the burn in the presence of the Black Wolf. And he claimed to have severed ties with the Empire to hunt Ossians, did he? After his humbling at the Praetorium, one would think he'd have the good sense to stay dead. Should we meet again, I shall be sure to tell him so. Commander Aldine also spoke of the Alliance meeting with the Emperor, though I still labor to believe what he told us. Did His Radiance really claim that Garlemald was founded by the Ossians? But that is madness! The very notion is absurd. Every fiber of my being rails against it, and I see there is no escaping the truth. From the very founding of my homeland, my brothers and sisters have laid down their lives in service to a lie. The Ossians must be stopped, to save my people, to save all peoples. For all the Emperor's many crimes, even I did not suspect. Had I known, I would have left a lot sooner. But that is in the past. Here in the present, we must apply ourselves to the problem of how the Empire's ambitions may be thwarted, not only in Eorzea, but in the Far East as well. The Ironworks will spare no effort to achieve that end. Say Reeve's Wall was a good start, but we can do more, and we will. We'll show them what it means to achieve freedom through technology. Begging your pardons, I bear a messenger for the Warrior of Light. What? Commander Aldine requests your presence at Alliance headquarters in Alamigo. He will discuss matters of strategy at your earliest convenience. Here we go. Ah yes, the inevitable messenger. I knew it wouldn't be long before duty called you away. Time no doubt being of the essence, could I tempt you to ride aboard the Excelsior? If there's a faster way to Auburn's side, I will personally apologize to the commander for keeping him waiting. Thanks, Sid. I swear, every time you board my ship, you seem to be barreling headlong into danger. Every time you somehow contrive to emerge victorious, which of course is an admirable skill. But no one is invincible, Shent. Not even you. So please, take care of yourself out there. I pray you remain safe on the front lines. Though ill-equipped to join the fray, I shall do all I can to assist from headquarters. My colleagues and I have been tasked with evacuating casualties by air. See that you aren't among them, eh? I'll do my best. Though I feel I'm about to be spirited away soon, so we'll see. Oh, present! Oh god, Requiem of Heroes. Despite the apparent urgency of Raban's summons, the Resistance Fighter seems content to wait for your signal to proceed. Commander Aldine is waiting, sir. It would be best if we proceed to Alliance headquarters at once. Are you ready? As ready as I'll be. Honestly, I'm surprised I haven't been yawning as oh god! You're here. Good. I summoned you to discuss strategy, but first I would apprise you of the Guardian's movements. Upon speaking with Raban, several cutscenes will play in sequences. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Frick it. Let's do it.
There have been several skirmishes along the border, but as yet neither side has delivered a decisive blow. We had long assumed that the Garleans would overwhelm us in a straight fight, but we seem to be gaining ground, albeit slowly. As to why that might be, the most likely explanation is that they have yet to commit all their forces. Still, we're winning, and our latest intelligence suggests the Emperor has retreated back to Garlemald.
It's because he has his son here.
We're considering launching an offensive with the aim of pushing the front line forward and giving ourselves some room to breathe.
Commander, the Imperials. They've broken through our defenses to the east.
What?
Our scouts say their forces are being led by Lord Xenos. Lord Heian and Commander Hext have taken their troops to provide support, but we don't know how long they can hold out.
So, they've been biding their time, waiting for his arrival, have they? Very well. Send word to our allies, requesting reinforcements for the front line. Should the worst come to the worst, I may need to enter the fray myself. But what of you? Do you still have the strength to fight?
You need only say the word.
Much obliged. Given the choice, I'd take you over 100 soldiers.
Just 100? Huh. Ma.
Please, I bid you open.
What's wrong? Is it the voice again? Are you sure you're in a fit state to do this?
Let's do it.
May Ralga grant us strength. Give 'em hell, lad. I, for my part, will defend this place to my dying breath.
Meanwhile, at the border of Alamigo. Bam, 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 bam. Oh no, it's Ian. Okay. Oh God. Oh, am I gonna play a skiing? Arlise? Oh, I'm Ian. Oh God. Okay, here we go. Yagetsu combo. If any of the weapons are not ready, the combo will start again. Deliver an attack with a potency of 100. Damage over time. Rushes target, delivers an attack with a potency of 100. Second wind. Alright. There are still those willing to stand against this crown prince. Interesting. Let's put an end to this here and now. Do you truly believe that possible? Let's test the limits of this Garlean vessel. Foe no foe. But we have come too far to fail now. Soon I shall give the lie to man's indomitable spirit. Brace yourself. Strength, my friends. It would not do to have Shent arrive to find us battered and bruised. Fight and struggle if that is your want, but you will not escape your fate. Quickly. Our fate is not for you to decide. Enough. You will learn your place. What is this sorcery? Look upon Ame no Hibakiri and know the depths of your folly. Oh no, you don't.
Here it comes.
Please! No! What have you done? If you would bring all to bear, then so must we.
The art of my forebears.
I can't move. Well done, dispelling his phantoms. Now hurry, we must protect these! Still you choose to struggle against the inevitable. Oh, Yagiri's hurt. We may be on the back foot, but it's not over yet. If we can at least hold on until Shent arrives, I'm sure we can turn this around. We must spread out. Comes, does he? Then I need not waste my time with you. He's doing it one-handed, too. Oh, no. Oh, Ian. Oh, the punch, though. I know they're stalling until my character arrives. I know. They're out, but probably not dead. I hope.
Magic with a Garlean body. That's hardly fair. Still, he must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Bringer of light. It has been too long. No words to mark our reunion? So be it. Equilibrium must be restored. And only your death will redress the balance.
We'll suffer your interference no longer. Know of the dark. I'll show you the true power of the dark. This vessel is transcendent, without limit. I don't know what that is. Strong bringer of light, but her blessing will avail you not. This ends now. Nope, I refuse. Grab. To redress the balance, to ensure the salvation of this star. Possible, how did you have grown so powerful in the gift? No matter. You may have bested La Habrea, but I will not be cast aside so easily. I think I need to be up front, right? swift shall be your destruction. Yes! Duty complete! Frick you!
Your mother chose her champion well. Yet, for all your strength, you will still fail. Someone calls to you. Too late, alas.
At last, I found you. Please, there's no cause for alarm. Though, I confess, this is not where I had intended to meet. But the place of our meeting is of no consequence, like the war you wage. Win or lose, the path you walk leads only to oblivion. The better path leads you here, to me. I have need of your strength.
Who are you?
I'm afraid such questions will have to wait. We have precious little time, and your work is not yet done. Go to the Crystal Tower. I have left something for you near its base. It will serve as a beacon of sorts. One which I pray will help you on your journey.
Crystal Tower from the...
All you need do is find it. I will take care of the rest.
It's like from the... Was the Crystal Tower base game, or was it from the first expansion? The same one, right?
Soon, we will throw wide the
Yes, from the end of A Realm Reborn. Okay. Didn't we close the tower off, though, because the powers within were not yet, Hello? Ready for the world? Yes, we did.
You're awake. Thank heavens.
How'd things go? What happened?
Do you recall the confrontation with Xenos? You were the first to come to the aid of Mistress Lys and the others on the front line. In the midst of your duel, it is said you faltered, and that the Crown Prince seized the opportunity to deliver a mortal blow. Yet before his blade could find its mark, he was distracted by the arrival of a second adversary who bore you away from the battlefield and into the hands of our chirurgeons.
Who?
Lest you wonder, he left before you awoke. As is his wont.
Is Estinian just stalking us now? Is Estinian stalking us? I have to wonder.
Though Xenos bested all before him, the battle clearly took its toll, for he retreated shortly after your rescue. Seeing this, the remaining Imperial forces decided discretion was the better part of valor and pulled back, allowing us to re-establish our position. We have since received word of renewed unrest in the provinces, doubtless inspired by the efforts of the Eorzean Alliance and our Far Eastern allies. Nor does the good news end there. We have also come into possession of intelligence suggesting unrest within the Imperial Court. This would certainly explain why both the Emperor and Lord Xenos appear to have abandoned the fight. A long-awaited ray of hope in these dark times.
Oh, is Alizé alright?
Yet to awake, I'm afraid. But please, concentrate on your own recovery for now. You have carried the hopes of some half-dozen nations, and we are all eternally grateful for your efforts. But no one is without their limits, not even you. Leave this fight to us, my friend. You have earned your rest. But before I forget, I was asked to deliver a message as soon as you awoke. A reminder that you are not alone, though many of your allies have fallen. When you are well and rested, you are to return home, where friends will be waiting for you. Now, if you will excuse me, I must return to the front. May we meet again soon, under happier circumstances.
Well, this is a most unexpected surprise. I thought you confined to bed. Hey. When I heard that you had collapsed on the field of battle, I confess I feared the worst. But with you standing here before me, I see now that the reports of your defeat were greatly exaggerated. Thank the Fury. As long as we have you, Master Abettor, history suggests we have a fighting chance. Speaking of fighting, you may be surprised to hear that the war's efforts have already been felt even here in Ishgard. In anticipation of a need for reinforcements, Artorial will soon be departing for the front lines with a contingent of our finest knights. I would advise you to stay until your strength had returned, but I know it would be an exercise in futility. Indeed, I suspect you have already decided on your next destination. Dark days lie ahead, of that I have no doubt, but the light of hope shall ever guide our steps so long as we have the will to press onward. And press onward we must. Farewell, my friend. I pray our next meeting will be under happier circumstances. It's been a while since we've been here. Return to the rising stones.
By the 12! I don't believe it!
God damn it. Oh.
I rushed back as soon as I could. I swear, my heart nearly stopped when I heard you'd collapsed like the others. What in heaven's name is going on? Win or lose, the path you walk leads only to oblivion. Oh, well, that's helpful. And what else did he say? The better path leads to him? If his is the voice you've all been hearing, perhaps the others are with him.
Maybe.
Sir Emmerich said the fighting had reached a stalemate, didn't he? But if that monster masquerading as Xenos comes back... Thancred, Yestola, Urianger, Alphino, Alize... You're going to need all of them on your side to defeat him. And I forbid you from going to face him on your own, do you hear me? So if you must leave, go and find the others. Bring them home.
I was gonna do that anyway, Tataru.
As for where to start, you said the stranger had left a beacon for you at the Crystal Tower, right?
But how are you to find it now that the tower has been sealed shut?
Oh, I have to throw open the gates.
There has to be a way. If anyone would know, it's Sid and the researchers of St. Coinac's find. Don't you worry. We'll find that beacon for you.
I am running low on time, but I still want to do I still want to get to the meanwhile the Imperial Palace. Bum 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 bum.
I pray you have good reason for abandoning the front.
How could I remain there while the rumor that my son is possessed by a demon spreads like a sickness here at home? I will not be made to fight for the throne a second time. Or what of you? Did you not tell me you would destroy Eorzea's champion with the ease that one might swat a fly?
Setback. You will not escape me again.
I've the side eye.
I would have words with him.
How should I know? Do you hide from each other's sight as well? I imagine he's doing what all Ascians do.
He must have found a way to take advantage of this turmoil.
Men are not pawns to be played with, Ascian. You underestimate us at your peril. This war will not be decided by you and yours. Man must choose his own fate, and I, for my part, will do all within my power to see Garlemald emerge victorious.
Pray forgive the intrusion, Your Radiance, but the requested preparations are now complete. We stand ready to begin production of Black Rose upon your order.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, it is again. Oh God. Stormblood. Oh God. This game. Whoa. Thank you. This game, though. This game stresses me out. I love it, but my God. I don't even know what to say. Alright. So at least currently at a stalemate. Black Rose is now at the ready to be used whenever the Garleans want to. The Scions are down to 2 now, Kryl and Tataru. Well, if you're not counting Warrior of Light, but we're about to be going to the Crystal Tower, and who knows what's going to happen there. Thank goodness it is the heartbeat monitor on Steam. Oh, God. At the very least, like Tataru said, it seems like we should be able to at least bring everyone back that's fallen with the soul sickness, who got spirited away. So we haven't... I'm trying to think who we've lost in this expansion. I mean Yatsuyu, but she was a villain. It is a shame she couldn't have some sort of redemption through Suyu. Was that what her name was, or I don't know. Oh, Alphino and Alize. Man, I love those two. But we also learned that Gaius is still alive. Are all the frickin' are all the Garleans that we defeated still alive then? Gaius is still alive. Technically, frickin' Xenos is still alive, though in a different body it seems. Frickin' I can't think of his name off the top of my head now, but Sid's frickin' frenemy is still alive. None of the Garleans we've defeated stay dead. I can skip this? Okay. Pause, change, skip. There we go. Yeah, skip. Thank you. But yeah. Alright. I think I will call it here since we have officially beaten Stormblood. Yahoo! We'll begin the next expansion fully tomorrow. Thank you, Vanilla, for staying with me through the whole thing. I appreciate it. Even though you just enjoyed my suffering and my anxiety. Oh gosh, I wouldn't have it any other way though. This is good. It wouldn't be such a good game if I wasn't so anxious with what was gonna happen. I'm invested, in other words. I'm invested in the story and in, of course, the characters. God. Alright. So until next time, till tomorrow, when we get into... what was it? Shadowborn? What was the next expansion? It wasn't Shadowhunter, was it? Before starting next expansion tomorrow, do the event. Oh yeah, Gold Saucer, right? Okay. Gold Saucer is Danlin. Right. There we go. Gold Salsa. Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers. I want to say Shadow Hunters, but that's what Geiss's band of Ossian hunters are. Alright, main desk, probably. Maybe the front gate? There we go. I don't want to be a jockey right now. Oh, there we go. Blunderville. Blunderville attendant. Very good morning to you, sir. If it's Blunderville you seek, I would be happy to assist you. Yes, proceed to Blunderville. It's back. Registrar. Oh. Sure. Yeah, I've done Blunderville before. Last year when it was doing its thing then. I think I got most of what I wanted, but maybe I didn't. Do I keep the points that I had from last year, or do they reset? Everything is the same? Okay. Well, I could do this at least real quick. I don't mind doing this. Woo! Oh, I'm saying I keep the points? Okay, okay, okay. Good, 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 good. Well, that's nice at least. I don't need to do it. I'm here already anyway. I'll have to look through the prizes again. I think I have everything that I wanted, but I'm not entirely sure. It's fine. This is fun for what it was when playing it last year, so I don't mind doing it again. It was something kind of different, but then again, I don't really play a lot of gold saucer games that much, so... No, but I'm fine. I didn't fall off. It's fine. I didn't fall off. Let's not look there. Yep. Okay. Now we do this. Now we're fine. All right. Hey. Okay. Bye. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oh, this. I forgot about this. Woo. Okay. Good. Oh, this. We're fine. We're fine. We qualify. We're fine. $100 MGF. Oh, this one. I will say, I don't think I've actually come first in one of these, unfortunately. I don't think I have. It would be nice if I could, at least once. Red. Made it. Woo. One's already made it? What? Okay. Oh, wait, no. I've got that. No one's qualified quite yet. Okay. Calling a little bit of shenanigans there, but okay. Okay, fine. This is fine. Okay, three have now qualified. Alright. Again, I'm calling a little bit of shenanigans on that one. I feel like I moved, but okay. This is fine. Oh, okay. Alright, game. Fine. Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's see how it is. Wait. I don't think I'm winning this. Which is fine. I didn't want to win this anyway. It was just for fun. I'm not even trying, you know? Yep. See, This is fine. I love this game. This is wonderful. Let's do something else now. I'm gonna look at the prizes, see if I need to do this anymore. Oh, no, I don't, no. Oh, wait, no, don't mess with that, but I would like to leave, please. I would not like to leave, I don't. No, I'd like to leave, please. What's Yojimbo? I would like to leave, please. I would like to. Yes, I can leave. Good. Yes. Leave. Let me go. Bye. I did get some Mondeville bucks though. Okay, what are the prizes again? Okay, I did buy the winner's crown. I did buy that one. I guess. Okay, so I think I got all of the armor at least. There are no weapons, no accessories. Others. I have that. I have that. I have that. Yes. I don't have the furnishings. But then again, I don't think I want the furnishings. And then there's the dice. Okay, so I have pretty much everything that I want from there. Okay, good. Alright, cool. I'm gonna go back to the Rising Stones. Just so that I'm there and ready for tomorrow. Heck yeah. Thank you, though, Vanilla, for reminding me. I'll probably still maybe play it, because I can get the vouchers to redeem for the Mandeville bucks. So, I don't mind doing that for a little bit, every now and then, to earn a little bit more. Alrighty. So I need to get ready now for work, get some food in me, and yeah, all that fun stuff. So once again, thank you, Vanilla. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Thank you. And we're going into the next expansion with more anxiety than ever. Fun. But until then, thank you. I'll hopefully have a decent day. Again, I did not sleep, so my body is rested, but my mind is not, so this is going to be interesting. Until tomorrow, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your evening, whichever it may be, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.